So in this session, I'll be practicing from Carcassi Opus 60, study number 3. I've been using this Carl Fischer edition that I bought in the early 90s. And it's my dog barking over there. But this material is public domain, so if you need to get a copy for yourself, just Google Carcassi Opus 60 PDF, and there's plenty of places you can get this. The score looks like this. And there's 2 sections in there. This is about a page long. In this print edition, about half a page long. 3/4 of a page long. And I'll just stay here for a few minutes and practice through it. This is not a new piece for me. I've been playing this for years. But studies, etudes, you can practice all the time, forever. You're never done with them because there's always some technical aspect of them that you need to polish on and keep practicing. So here's the first section of the study. So the first thing you'll notice there, hopefully, is the right hand pattern. Okay. So it's something like that. So it would help to practice the fingers on the right hand fingers only instead of open strings maybe. Sorry. So it's thumb, index, middle, ring. And maybe muffled strings. A few times. And then add the notes. This chord here obviously is a really nice but unexpected chord inversion, chord voicing. This is we're in the key of A major, 3 sharps in there, as many of you should know. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. So this chord is a E, is an E. It's the dominant 5th. It's a dominant 7th actually. It's an E7 chord with G sharp in the bass, so it's the first inversion. And so then what's this F sharp doing there? Well, it's just part of the melody. He's following the same pattern he did here. Okay, so but technically this is an E7 chord, dominant 7 chord, and with the added melody. Okay. Now in the right hand, many people use an apoyando, a rest stroke on that top string. There. I personally don't. I keep changing between the two back and forth. Sometimes I use an apoyando, but sometimes I just accent that note a little bit more. If there's enough of an accent there to make it stand out a little bit, this note. Okay, but I don't want too much accent, so I don't use a right stroke at this time. Here's that first section again. This is not a tutorial, so I'm not going to go through each measure and through each chord change. It's just me practicing the piece. So the heater is going on and off, so that changes the tuning a little bit. So I have to keep adjusting. Here's that section again. Let me start again. Here's that section again. Harmony is pretty straightforward. Nothing too unusual there. Here's the second section. There were a few mistakes that I didn't stop for them. Is my tea. The flavor is wild berry, really good. So in that second section, same pattern in the right hand, same musical idea as well, just some harmonic changes in there. Starts on the E chord. This is an E7 sus. Okay, moving to this is kind of it's the dominant of the relative minor, the 5 of 6, so to speak. But with that same note you had before from the dominant 7th chord. To the relative minor, F sharp minor. Okay. It's just the B minor with D in the bass. Sorry. Now this chord here is C sharp. It's the dominant of the relative minor. Now the next 4 notes, I've done different things over the years. I started doing this lately. I play the E here just because the previous 3 notes have this dark color to them, and if I play the open E, it's just not the same color. It sounds like a different instrument altogether. And even here, it just doesn't sound the same. So lately I'm keeping those 4 notes on the same excuse me, on the same string, and then back to here. So from this chord, here, my MacBook is going to sleep. There we go. This chord here, now jazz musicians today, modern musicians, might call that chord a B7 flat 5, possibly, because it's a B7 chord without the root there, you have the root at the top, with the F flat at the top. I mean, it's not an F flat, it's an F natural. It's an F natural instead of an F sharp. See, the chord would be that, a B7 with D sharp in the bass, and making that top note an F natural. Okay, I guess that modern musicians would call this a B7 flat 5 slash D sharp, meaning with D sharp in the bass. So leading to the dominant, the E7. Okay. Now Carcassi would probably not think in those terms. He probably would not name that chord the same thing we would name it today, but the thinking is the same there. It's a dominant chord of the dominant. It's a 5 of 5. So it's like playing this with an unexpected flat fifth in there and going to the tonic. Alright, so this chord here. Okay, more tea. Really good. Let me try that second half a little bit more. Whoops. I'm supposed to play the low E and the high E every time, like this. I would practice that a few more times, but I won't take the time on here. But I would spend about 5-8 more minutes on that, and then put the whole thing together. Alright, so at this point I'm going to try and do a run through of the whole piece and try to get a somewhat clean version, and then close the video and keep practicing on my own. All right, so that's a pretty decent version of it. Pretty decent run through. Thank you for watching this video. If you have questions or comments, feel free to write them at the bottom. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you're welcome to subscribe. Thank you for that. Hope everybody's staying safe and healthy. And see you in the next video. God bless you. Bye-bye.